Hello YouTube and welcome back everyone to Stream Time, where we have an awesome video to share with you guys as we do every week. So before we start, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel too. In today's video, we're going to be going over just a few reasons as to why you should never play Roblox Murder Mystery 2 according to members of the community, along with all of the details too. It's going to be pretty wild, so without any more interruptions, let's just go ahead and dive straight into it. When thinking of a game that players absolutely have gotten addicted to, it's really hard to skip over Murder Mystery 2. The game has been around since January of 2014, which makes it around 7 years old. It's honestly pretty insane that the game is still as relevant as it is. In this thrilling title, your goal is to solve the mystery and survive each round. You'll be assigned either an innocent whose main goal is to run and hide from the murderer, the sheriff, who's the only one who can actually stop the murderer, or the murderer himself, whose job it is to kill everyone and avoid getting a taste of his own medicine courtesy of the sheriff. Although this game is super fun and can provide countless hours of tension on its players, there are a few reasons conjured by some Robloxians that you should definitely not play it, especially if you are of a younger age. A big aspect off the bat is the violent nature of this game, more so than others on the platform. That many newer players believe that the younger Roblox demographic should definitely not be playing this game, and for many reasons. One of them being that it's bordering on being too realistic in its premise. Now we know what you're thinking. Every 10 to 12-year-old nowadays is sure to be playing Call of Duty and Fortnite, which is literally shooting and killing people. So what's so different about this game? The answer to that question is pure strategy. This game makes you think like a killer, unlike other mainstream first-person shooters where it tends to be a run-and-gun type of situation. In Murder Mystery 2, if you are the killer, you have to put on a pretty good poker face and lie your way out of being found out, which gets a bit psychological. And that is something that many players see as an experience that is too early for younger kids. Another reason has got to be the very real visuals. For a game on Roblox, it has pretty above average graphics, and it really doesn't hold back on what you see when you happen to be the murderer. Although it looks seemingly goofy to adults and older players, stuff like this can be very impressionable on younger kids and normalize the concept of death and killing, which is definitely not a good thing, despite it being fed to us every day via the news and social media, ironically. Another thing you have to think about is the playability factor. Although this game is pretty enjoyable as we mentioned earlier, it can get super repetitive in its nature. It's basically an upgraded Roblox version of Among Us, and we all know how fast that game ended up dying, other than the cringy memes that were born out of it. With a group of friends, it can be a great time, but the more and more you play it, the easier it gets to figuring out who the murderer is, rendering the game a pretty decent waste of time at that point. Getting a new group together doesn't really solve that issue either, since it puts you at a pretty big advantage having so much experience, which is kind of a good thing I guess, but where's the fun in that? Murder Mystery 2 also has the potential of triggering some people with its sensitive plot. For people who have experienced a sort of trauma or assault in their life at some point, watching or even playing a game like this could mean bad news, as it could bring up some pretty terrible memories through the visuals and especially the sounds as well. This can be said for almost all action video games out there, but this one being on Roblox makes it a pretty huge deal as there are no type of warnings on the game page whatsoever. And finally, for our last reason on this list, fans of the Roblox community have speculated that some viruses can be passed on through the game. It isn't caused by developers, but some third-party hackers that add malicious files through the game network once you connect to it. This could put a lot of your personal information and files at jeopardy, leaving your device vulnerable to other hackers looking to steal information and control as well. We haven't seen many reports of people being hacked after opening this game, but you can never be too careful with anything on the internet nowadays anyway. But we want to hear what you guys think, so let us know whether you feel Murder Mystery 2 is as bad as some people make it out to be down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already for more of the best Roblox content out there. You can also tap the notification bell icon as well to not miss out on any of our future uploads that we post either. This is Stream Time signing off, and we will catch you all in the next one.